Back, bringing closure to a family that's been suffering for 40 years.
The Newton County Coroner tells WRTV that remains discovered in 1983 were recently identified as a teenager from Chicago who fell victim to a notorious serial killer.
WRTV digital reporter Vic Reichert finds out why it took so long.
Keith Lavell Bibbs is finally home. The 16-year-old's remains were found in 1983 alongside the bones of 3 others in a shallow grave in Newton County. 2 were identified not long after they were found. The 3rd was identified in 2021. But for 40 years, Bibbs was known only as Adam Doe. Newton County Coroner Scott McCord says Bibbs and the others were victims of serial killer Larry Eyler.
Well, we know he's an Eyler victim. He was buried with all of the others, and Larry Eyler actually confessed to it, but he didn't remember the names.
Eyler, who became known as the Highway Killer, confessed to killing more than 20 men and boys before he died on Illinois' death row in 1994. McCord told WRTV he identified Bibbs in July thanks to a volunteer investigator who plugged his DNA into a genealogy database and found a living relative. A phone call to that relative filled in the pieces. McCord says that man had a cousin who disappeared in 1983.
And literally everything he told us about him, it matched. So, I mean, literally the hairs on the back of our necks were standing up on end.
McCord says he got a DNA swab from a man believed to be Bibbs' brother and dropped it off at the Indiana State Police Lab in Lowell. The DNA was a match. After 4 decades, McCord says he had scientific proof that Adam Doe is really Keith Lavell Bibbs. McCord told WRTV about his drive to Chicago to deliver Bibbs to his loved ones.
My wife and I took Keith home, took him up to Chicago for the funeral. We were invited to stay for the funeral and then invited for the after funeral dinner. So we got to meet all of the family.
McCord hopes Bibbs' story inspires coroners and police throughout the state to look at their cold cases for remains that could yield DNA for testing.
And we need to get them cataloged, and then we need to get them into the system.
McCord is one of the leaders of the Identify Indiana initiative, which hopes to find names for hundreds of John Doe or Jane Doe victims in cold cases across the state. The coroner said these victims deserve closure, no matter how long it takes.
It's unbelievably satisfying knowing that they're home. That has been the most rewarding part of this whole thing. That's what keeps me motivated now.
Vic Reichert, WRTV.
Vic also spoke to a university professor who launched the Identify Indiana initiative and has WRTV archived video stories that aired when the bones of the 4 victims were discovered in 1983. That interview and videos are online at WRTV.com.
Well, this mission to identify victims of seemingly cold cases will sound familiar because we've been talking a lot about a similar initiative lately. Last night, WRTV aired Forgotten at Fox Hollow, a closer look at the Herbert Baumeister case and the mission to identify more of his possible victims from thousands of bones found on his property in 1996. Hamilton County Coroner Jeff Jellison is the man behind that mission. I caught up with him this afternoon. He says since the special aired, his office has received about a dozen calls from relatives of missing people who want to provide DNA samples.
Have those comparison samples are great, and that number is great too, because again, it's an investigation that's 27 years old, you know, and people have moved, family members have moved. So to reach out and potentially grab 12 family members of missing people, that's a home run.
Jellison says the next step is to work with Othram Lab, one of the most well-known private forensic labs in the country. He says Othram will be able to do more testing and investigative forensic genealogy on the 10,000 bones and bone fragments found at Fox Hollow Farm in the 90s. To learn more about Jellison's mission and the Baumeister case, check out Forgotten at Fox Hollow, the victims of an Indiana serial killer, anytime on the WRTV mobile and streaming apps.